Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So in this video we are going to continue our CURD operations in our Flutter application using BLoC and PHP as the backend. So first of all we need to do our insertion part. So for that I create one folder in our inside our exam htdoc. Inside htdoc we create one folder which is demo. Inside demo I created one insert record PHP file, also the DB connection PHP file. So DB connection PHP file to basically check your connection is established or not. Okay, so this is the simple code. You just take the screenshot and paste it in your DB connection.php file. So using the DB connection.php file we are going to insert our data. Okay, so first of all we included our db connection.php file. Okay, if the connection is established, then we're going to post the data. They basically post the data means we are sending the data from our application, Flutter application, to our database. We are posting the data like name, email, password, also the profile image. As you see here, also the profile image, name, email, password, and the profile image. Okay, this profile image will be uploaded in a folder. If you see here, there is a folder. So images will be uploaded in this folder. As you see, this is our images will be uploaded in here. If the upload is successful, then it will be execute this statement where you get the message that the record inserted successfully with the image file. Okay, if there is any kind of error during the upload of the file, then it will display as the result as failed to insert record the database. Okay, so if image upload is false, so it will display this error. If the insertion is false, then it will display this error. Okay, so anyway, this is the insertion file. This is the simple insertion file. Now we are going to use this endpoint, insert.record.php endpoint, in our Flutter application. Okay, so I created one Flutter application. Also this is my physical device. Okay, anyway, here in the dependency section, that means the pubs.yml section, I already added these dependencies: http for requesting image picker to pick the image from the gallery, and this is the Flutter BLoC to display our blocks, business logics in the implementation. Okay, so now here in the home we simply create one file, the view user data. Okay, so in this file we simply display data that is in our PHP, in our backend. It will be displayed in this file. So screens, so that will be one dot file, that will be view user data. Okay, so here simply import material dot and it will be a suppose stateful view insert data. Here I am going to create one app bar. From the app bar there will be a title, suppose users, and here there will be an actions. Here will be icon button. Okay, when user click on this button, this icon button, then user will navigate to insert data page. Okay, so navigator dot context dot push material page with context, that will be insert data. Okay, insert data page. So here in the screen I create one file which will be insert data page. Similarly import material dot and it will be stateful insert database. Okay, let's run the application to check whether our click functionality is working or not. Okay, now so here in the insert data page, first of all we are going to design our UI. Okay, after that we are going to implement the block. Now to enable your block, in your plugins, go to your plugins. Okay, in your plugins you will get one plugin which is block. Okay, so so install that block. So from that install that block, and after that you will get one pop-up like this, block class, qubit class also. From that you can we can simply create our block class. Okay, so later on we are going to see that. Now our app is launched. So as you see here, this is our plus button or the add button. When you click here, we simply go to the insert data place, as there is no body or any kind of app bar, so this is simply display this placeholder. Okay, now here what we are going to do, we are going to simply suppose we are going to simply one app bar. That will be insert data. Okay, so suppose background is black and foreground color is white. Now in the body section we are going to design our UI. Okay, it is launching now, just wait. Also some of the widgets that we need, we are going to create here early, because as you see, as you notice, we are going to insert user email ID, name and password, right? And all these three fields are going to use the text input file, right? Text input widgets are gonna use. So for that we are going to create one widgets folder where we are going to create one widgets which will be text field. Okay, this text field we are going to design our text input field design. Okay, so simply create one widgets which will be suppose build text field. So here we need to return something, right? So first of all we need one label which will be a string, which will be a string, that will be a string. Okay, now then we require one text editing controller, that will be a controller. Then later we need one text input type, that will be keyboard type equal to text input field dot text. Then last we need boolean to obscure text, by default it will be false. Now there we are going to return a text field, and that text field will be keyboard type will be keyboard type, and the controller will be controller, and obscure text will be obscure text, and the decoration. Now in the decoration we are going to input decoration. Here label text will be label. Now border, outline border, border radius of circular 12 suppose. Now here we need two things. We need focus border and we need enable border, right? Focus border, and in the focus border border side will be color will be blue, okay, when it is focused, okay, and when it is enable, by default it will be gray, okay, by default it will be gray, okay. Yeah, this thing is completed. Now here we need another file which will be app colors. Here you can add your all app colors, okay. So static final card color, it will be color, my color is 643 CEF. This is the card color, and there will be a light card color, and that will be CCB EFF, okay. That is my color, okay. So what is going on? Why it is not displaying? Okay, now okay, insert data, okay, now it is showing. Now let's design the UI, then I'm going to explain you what is going on in the page, okay. Okay, it is working fine. So as you see here in the circle image, when you click, we can directly go to the gallery and we can pick the image here. As you see here, name is everything is working fine, and a text field of secret text is true. When we did true, the password is hide. Okay, now this is the insert. Now just do one thing here, and okay, it is working fine now. So the UI is completed, as you see here. Now we are going to implement the block here. So for that, in block, as you know, we need three things, right? First of all is event, and the second is state, and the third one is block. Okay, so if you don't know how block is work, you can find many tutorial here. In this video we are not here I am not gonna explain you what is block and how it is work. I just simply give it a coding of the how we are going to use block in our application. Okay, so basically for the overview for you, basically block is like there will be one event, and there will be one state, and there will be a block. Block means the basic business logics, right? So event will be like something that we call something that we are going to perform, like we are going to click a button. Okay, so button click is one event. Now when you click the button, it will press, right? It will press, or it will clicked. So clicked will be one state, right? So clicked will be state. So now when you click the button, suppose we are going to pick the image, as you see here in circle in this image view. When you clicked, that will be one state, right? And the performance that we are doing, the clicked event, that will be an event. And when you click, their state will be changed because the transition happened, and it will go to the gallery. So going to the gallery, that is the logic behind this button click. So this is the simple overview to understand how block is going to use. So here we are going to create one folder that will be block, and inside that block we are going to create user folder, and here we are going to create one block class that will be user. Okay, now as you see here, when you click, as you see, these three file will be created automatically, as you see here. Now go to the event, delete this. Now here we are going to create one abstract class that will be user event. Abstract class basically to hide the functionality of this file, but we need to access the file, right? We need to access the user event. For that we are going to create some class that is like insert user class, that will be extend from the user event. Now we can use the user event class, or the user event functionality, whatever the functionality inside the user event dot file, we are going to access from this insert user. Okay, now here to insert the user we need four things, right? First of all we need email, second we need name and password, and another one is image, right? And that will be file. So now create one constructor name, password and image. Okay, event is okay. There is one error. What is the error? Okay, semicolon is the error. Now state. So state, as I explained you, so in our case state will be, one will be the loading, one will be the loaded, and another will be the error, right? Loading means when suppose we are fetching user data. So first of all there will be loading, right? First of all we are calling the function. So at that state, that transition, or the between transition there is loading, there will be state, right? So we that loading, and after the loading there will be file will be loaded. So that will be next state, and the third step will be the error. Suppose is there any kind of error, suppose network issue or server issue, any kind of issue. For that we are going to use third step, that is error step. Okay, so same as abstract class, that will be user state. To access this, we are going to loading extend user state. So here in loading there will be no parameter, so supposing class user loaded extend. So when user is loaded, we are getting a list, right? List of users. That will be dynamic, and here user loaded this dot users, and the last one is class user error. Okay, so user error will be extend from user state. Okay, and here final we are going to show one message, right? So that will be user error this dot message. Okay, that is okay. Okay, now we need business logic, right? So that will be not abstract class, sorry. So we need to access it, right? So user block. Now this will be extend from our block. Okay, it will be extend from our block, and block is expecting user event and user state. As you see here, it is expecting user event and user state. So user event, and another one is user state. Okay, and we need to create, I think, okay, we need to create the constructor also. Okay, so for that, user block super, so that will be user loading. First of all, it is loading, right? So now here we need to insert user. We need to create the functionality of the user insert. So insert user, so it will be, one is event and another one is emit. Okay, here we need one URL, right? So we need one URL. So for that URL, if now we are using localhost, right? I am not creating any kind of API for that. So to access this our insert.php file, as you see here, to access this insert.record.php file, what I need to do, I need to check my IP address, right? To check IP address, this is my IP address 192.168.1.1. okay, using that IP address I am going to access my file. Okay, so for that http 192.168.1.8 slash demo, because it is inside the demo, insert record.php. okay, this is our endpoint. Now we need to, first of all, need to request, right? So for that, what I am going to do, I am going to import package http as http. okay, http dot, so it will be multi-part request, because with the data, with the text data, we are also sending the image data, as you see here. Okay, for that it will be multi-part record. So that will be post, and that will be URI dot parse, and that will be URI. okay, so we are requesting, what we are requesting, we are requesting 4 fields, right? Request dot fields, first one will be name, and that will be we get from the event dot name, and second one will be email, and third one will be password. So that will be email, that is password, and the last one is file, not field, right? We are adding fm.http multipart file, sorry, http multipart file dot from part, that is field will be profile image, if I am not wrong. Yeah, profile image, and that will be event dot image dot part. Okay, our request is completed. Now we are going to get the response. So for response I need to add it inside the try and clear cache for the exception handling. So message will be fail to insert data. Okay, simple. Okay, sorry, no, not fail to insert data, it will be error message, right? So we are going to simply display this message, whatever the error message inside the cache. Okay, now where response, now we are getting response, right? Await request dot send. First of all, we need to send the request, then we are going to get the response. If response dot status code equal to 200, we are simply going to print. For now we are going to print, right? User send, okay, data insert successfully, else we are going to emit, sorry, user error, that will be failed to insert data. Okay, yeah, block part is completed also. So now in the insert data we need to use the block provider in our email button on press functionality. Now in this on press, first of all we need to check if name dot text dot is empty, email controller is empty or not, password is empty or not, and image equal to null or not. If it is null, if everything is null, simply we are going to print. Okay, sorry, for now we are going to print please fill all the fields. Okay, else we are going to use the block provider dot of context. So from here we are going to use the user block context dot add. So here event, we need one event, right? So our event will be insert user. Our event will be insert user. So we need these things, email. So email will be email controller dot text, name will be name controller dot text, and password will be password controller dot text, and image will be image. Okay, so we insert the data. After insert the data, we simply clear all the data. Okay, clear the name controller, email controller, and the password controller. Also image equal to null. Okay, then if we insert the data, we simply navigate the user. We can simply navigate the user to the our view user data page. Okay, so post replacement here, material page root context, and there will be view user database. Okay, so yeah, sorry, yeah, that's it. So yeah, this now if you see, this is so simple, right? So we don't need to do any kind of coding in our UI. Okay, so these things will be handled by our block. So this will be handled by block, so that we don't pressurize too much in our main thread. Okay, so now go to our main page. Here we need to provide our block provider. Okay, so block provider, here it is expecting one block, right? User block, simply import it. Now I think it is fine. Now just run our application to see whether user is insert or not. And from here simply start. Okay, otherwise no data will be inserted in our database. Okay, so go to your PHP myadmin, just reload it. Okay, it is working. Okay, now okay, data inserted successfully, but it should not be inserted. You see here. Okay, I did one mistake here. If you see, if it is here, if it is null, then we simply print, but we are not return it, right? That's why it is also go to the else part. Okay, now just do one thing, just reload our page, and from the database, if you reload it, you will see in our password size there is no password, right? So we simply delete this thing. Okay, now go to the user page. Okay, now it is not. So now go to our page, insert our data, just simply select this file name, suppose test gmail.com. now let's not insert the password and check whether it is working or not. Okay, as you see, please fill all. Okay, they all, please fill all the field. Okay, now just insert password. Now if we insert it, as you see, data inserted successfully, right? Also, if we reload our database, if you see, this is the test.gmail.com, and this is the file inside the uploads. If you go to our uploads, yeah, this is our photo, right? So yeah, insert is working fine. Okay, so we see how blocks is used to insert data. So in next video we are going to see how to fetch the data, right? Here you simply insert the data, right? So in the next video we are going to see how to fetch the data from our database. We are going to fetch this data, and we are going to display in our displays, right? We are going to display our displays. Okay, so thank you for this video. See you in the next video. Thank you.